Hello, welcome to Bespoke Unit. My name is Paul Anthony.
And I'm CP from Bespoke Unit.
And today we're reviewing this 160 count, the Alexander Diamond Crown Humidor that sits firmly in kind of the luxury price point, but we're going to be doing an unboxing to see if it warrants the $600 it costs. Without further ado, Charles-Philippe, let's unbox this.
Let's unbox it. Already in terms of display, this is a cut above some of the...
it's pretty heavy. It's,
really? Wow.
If you actually pick it up, I mean, earlier on today we've reviewed some of the quality importers, so the kind of old world map and the DeVille, and they are a fraction the weight of this, and they are 100 count humidors. This is 1.6 times bigger, but I think already just from the weight of the piece, it already seems a little bit more quality, but it is 6 times, well, maybe 8 times more expensive than the others. So it keeps to come in this nice...
This extra weight does suggest that it's made out of hardwood rather than plywood. The advantage of that, manufactured wood, is going to be less effective for retaining the moisture and preventing moisture exchange. You ready?
So Charles-Philippe, where is this made?
So unfortunately, I recently learned that Diamond Crown humidors are actually made in China now. They're not made in sort of a Western country per se. It's Diamond Crown is owned by Fuente Cigars, so it's kind of their baby. And it's a bit disappointing, admittedly, that this would be made in China, given that we've got 2 other humidors that we're very fond of by Daniel Marshall and American Chess Company.
As well as Ellie Blue and Davidoff, that are the DuPont ones that are made in France.
Those are price points that are compared.
Yeah, they're in the several $1,000s range, but we're still in the luxury.
Oh yeah,
realm,
for sure. But
you know,
Daniel Marshall and American Chess, it's about the same price as this. So for the fact that this is made in China is a bit disconcerting. Anyway.
So first impressions, it has this very nice kind of wood finish. Not sure, it looks like a nice thick lacquer on it, which is quite nice. Handles on the side, kind of a high polish. There is a kind of a matte finish on the inside. I'm not sure if you can catch it on camera too there. It's not particularly nicely finished. There's also maybe a little bit of staining on that one. Again, we're going to be pretty critical of this just because of the price point.
Oh, for sure.
I'm looking at the back. Sounds fairly solid on the back. Has a nice looking key mechanism on the front. So let's open this up for the first time. So might as well have a sniff. What I was reading online, it's got that kind of harsh, kind of gluey smell in there still. There's definitely...
Oh yeah,
there is kind of a stronger glue smell. Looks like we've got a couple of dividers in here.
No shelf though.
No shelf. No, there's a bottom. There's something on the bottom here.
Yeah, sort of grill. Oh, okay. So if you're fond of your Boveda packs for humidifying your cigars, you could potentially use this as a sort of grate. You can put the Boveda packs underneath and then put this on top to store your cigars. But as you may already know, if you've already seen our videos, if not, they're in the description below. We are quite the proponents of using Boveda, since it's just such an easy way to humidify your humidor.
Well, I'm busy here. This is a true unboxing. We haven't had this before.
Looked in it yet.
So we have a nice key here. This actually looks like, I mean, the exact same key that you get on the quality importers.
It really is, isn't it? With a single notch, which
looks like we're not going to crack this code. I mean, on the Amazon listing, and we bought it, as I said, it was $5.75 plus shipping. It ended up being about $600, maybe more with tax.
Wow.
They said a proprietary key mechanism, and this looks okay. There is a hole in the end. I don't know if that makes any difference, but maybe we'll test it out later with the quality importer ones and see if this is any sort of decent log. Branded Diamond Crown humidification source. It looks like it's magnetically applied. This is, which is nice because we can. That probably adds to the weight of the piece. There must be a metal plate back here.
There is, yeah.
Again, so that might be awesome for some of the Boveda solutions that we use, that we can place on there magnetically as opposed to directly to the wood itself. What we've been doing with some of the others. Comes with a digital hygrometer. It looks like it is calibratable. There are switches on the back that make it calibratable. So again, you're really going to want to use a calibrated hygrometer just so you know where you're actually boxing. The only issue with these is obviously you've got to open the humidor itself, as well as where you're using, say, a smart sensor, either sensor push, Sigsaw, or the Boveda Butler. Then that's obviously going to just link to your phone, so you don't have to do it. But that is nice that this is the only one we've had so far that seems to have a relatively calibratable digital hygrometer. That doesn't look like it's going to work, so I don't know.
It's one of these that you basically charge with a PG solution, so propylene glycol and water.
It's empty right now.
It's empty right now, yeah. So we would have to. We're going to have to charge it ourselves and buy some. So that's not included with the humidor. I think that Daniel Marshall use a similar system, but theirs is a proprietary system, and as do the American Chess Company.
There's definitely some sort of smell on this wood.
Is there?
If you want to smell your divider, see if there's... Yeah, this is one of the things I've read on a few other online reviews. There is definitely a smell, and I read that you know, some people have had issues with getting rid of that. So maybe you'd want to air this out for a few days, and then obviously, as with any humidor, you're going to want to season it. Again, we like the Boveda seasoning packs as opposed to the wipe down method, especially with something with this intricate draw system. There's 160 counts. You probably want to put 6 Boveda seasoning packs in there, leave it for a couple of weeks.
Or 320 grammer.
Yeah, 320 grammer.
And
yeah, so
150.
But you know, overall, I mean, it's definitely a nice looking piece. Definitely got some weight to it, some presence to it. You know, is it worth 6 times more? I'd probably say yes. Just from the look and feel of it. I mean, I'm definitely a fan of this deep lacquer
this sort of walnut finish.
This is very nice. I mean, it must be, I don't know, 2 or 3 millimeters on there, so it definitely has a very luxury vibe. I mean, it's similar to a lot of the Davidoff ones that I've seen that have a kind of a lacquery finish.
Those is in France.
Indeed. So anyway, so it'll be good. We're going to pit this against some other luxury humidors as well as, you know, trying to distinguish whether it's good value for money or not. But first impression is definitely a strange smell. Not too bothered about the humidification source because we never really use these that are included, but it is nice, it's magnetic, so that helps us out with the ones that we're going to use. Nice to have a calibratable hygrometer.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, it's actually got a little bit of weight to it, which is nice. Again, that's magnetic, so that's kind of nice. You can just throw it in there. Overall, I don't think it's a bad piece. You know, so obviously we're going to have to test this over time and let you know how it performs. There'll be links below to the article on Bespoke Unit where we do that, and also I have links below where we review different humidors that are small, medium and large. This is definitely on the kind of medium to large size, 160 count, as well as the best cheap, value for money and luxury humidors. As this is well over $500, I say we're approaching the luxury range, but luxury goes well into the thousands of dollars where you're going with Elie Bleu or you know, some of the St. Dupont Davidoff models as well. So again, it really depends on how intense you want to get into this, or like me, you can be using some relatively cheap large storage solutions that are maybe 40 bucks that are, you know, sealed big Tupperware containers that are 80 quart that you can probably put 20-30 boxes in and you're fine. So why you'd want to win humidor, we have a pro-con video on that.
And a dedicated page if you prefer the written word.
Yeah, on bespokeunit.com. So with that long extra mouthful, please leave any comments or questions below. If you actually own this humidor, and you can comment on how it's performed over time, and if you think it was actually value for money. Any other humidors maybe from the Diamond Crown line that you've used, and again the experiences you've had with that, we really want to, you know, the community to share their experiences with us, or other options at the same price point, more expensive or cheaper, that you think that would be helpful to the other viewers of this video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you see all of our upcoming cigar related content as well as other men's lifestyle content. I'm Paul Anthony from Bespoke Unit.
I'm CP.
And we'll see you next time.
Take care.